All right, I need Storm King stuff. Welcome in, everybody. Let's get the day started with a Storm King takedown, and then I can make another thingy. I should bring a backup sword. This one. Good evening. So now that the Storm Village is done, I'm thinking it's time I do a new storage base. I think it's time. Yo, Lessons with Lex. How's it going? Welcome in. I think it's time for a new storage base. One, it gives me something else to build, but two, I get to scratch the itch of planning and organizing storage, which is honestly like a fun treat for me every once in a while. Like every couple of months. I guess like it's like every 4 to 6 months I gotta build a new storage base. Your base goated. Thank you. This one is, I want to say finished. There's a little bit more work I could do, but it's gonna cost a lot of metal. Dude, all these decorations cost so much metal. It's crazy. But it looks fantastic. It's what I would call done. Finished. Let me grab 10 of these. And we're in. Yo, Uncle Mojo, thank you. Love your video. Get also with the from your latest tutorial, Chef's Kiss. Oh yes! Isn't it like it's very like move in ready? That was the point. I need honest feedback. Was it like simple to follow? I try to make my tutorials simple to follow. If you're on TikTok and haven't seen my new YouTube video, I have a full village tutorial posted. How do you build such big houses? Well, I play on PC, so it gives me a little more wiggle room on the build limit, but it's not unlimited for sure. You got to learn how to spread stuff out and not have everything be connected. Yeah, I'm still thinking about what I'm thinking I do castle, because it's like my favorite. But I'm thinking what theme to do the base and also where to do it. Come back. Yo, Servish. How's it going? Dude, zapping is so good. Like, I'm thinking castle, because it's the most, like, versatile. But at the same time, I want to do something different. Like, I kind of like the idea of recreating my Shogun, but then at the same time, I want to do something different. Oh, God. J-Dub, how you doing? This is a Shatterhorn sword with mahogany base. You'll see it level up to legendary here soon during the fight. This is the biggest house preset? Like house or biggest preset in general? Because like there's obviously like the Pleasant Park houses, but then there's like the castles. And I would say there's like, I think the Lion Knight's big castle is probably the biggest prefab there is. I need to put the Storm King music on my Spotify playlist. Ba, 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 ba. It's not terrible. It's pretty decent boss music. Oh no! Here, 1 second. And turn the shadows up so he doesn't look all weird and shiny. I guess I can turn it down a little bit too. Ow. There, now he doesn't look super shiny, but it's also not like making me get like 40 frames per second. How do you unlock it? You have to defeat the Storm King. So to get Shatterhorn weapons, defeating the Storm King, he drops 1 Shatterhorn fragment every time you defeat him, and you need, like, for the sword, you need 2 Shatterhorn fragments. Switch to this now, though. Zeppelin with the GGs. Welcome in. Poke. 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 Right away. Poke. Poke. Roll. I'm lagging! That's not good. What's the thing next to the shield under your health? That little, like, wing thing with wings? That just shows that I have a totem of return active. Which is this. I have 2 legendary storm charms and then a green totem of return right now. I actually need to go bear hunting so I can actually get some blue totem of returns going. An invitation to what? To live? Well, if you're in the TikTok live, you're formally invited to the Twitch or the YouTube live. Oh my god, I'm surrounded. Why does sometimes the rock hit like immensely like hard and then other times it doesn't hit very hard at all? That's being stupid. Ah. Shoot, why is it lagging? It's lagging so bad. There we go. Like I couldn't, like I knew it was reloaded and it wouldn't shoot the arrow. I don't know if I'll ever try for 2. I might try the fist only, like a fist only challenge. That sounds kind of fun. But that would take like a whole, like probably a whole 4-hour stream. Just even if I got it in 1 attempt, that would just be a a battle of time. Lagging again? Oh no, he's throwing meteors. Hey. See if I can hit it. Hey, the destruction came in. On this crossbow, damage, Stormbane, lifesteal, and destruction. I got 2 in a row there. Shot. Hello. That's the thing about this sphere is sometimes it just like bugs out and doesn't want to swing or poke, whatever you call it. Legendary totem, same thing as the Shatterhorn. You need the Shatterhorn fragments from the Storm King. Oh, it's lagging me. The house preset, you need to level up a village in the grasslands, not the Lost Isles, but the grasslands. Oh, I didn't think he's gonna charge that up that quickly. What is in slot 5? A legendary forest axe. Ow. I swear I couldn't move there. I'm just gonna, I don't want to break my pick or my spear. I'm just gonna rip it. Have I played Pal World? No, I've never played Pal World. But if you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you use code EPICBRICKS in the item shop. And check out the stream, because I usually do the Storm King every day. What does it mean if I have a legacy weapon? It means you have essences on it from before they made update changes. Yay, pickaxe. Let's go. So it's like, not like necessarily rare, but it's something like extra and special that you can't really get anymore. Is there a storm timer when you're fighting him? No. What's in here? Oh yeah, the eyes. Hold on. I wish there was like a purple chest. There we go. Ta-da! The village. The Storm King Mountain Village is done. Amethyst, yeah. Is it worth playing? Yeah. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm going to probably build a new storage base today on stream. So I just finished building this Storm King Mountain Village. Oops. It's kind of the biggest, because I'm in expert mode, so I can't fly. But this is kind of the biggest overview I can get is like up here. Oh yeah, that's kind of the best. That's kind of like my best overall screenshot, I guess, that shows off a little bit everything. Why the new storage base? Just because I want to change it up. I want to make something that looks better than my current one. That, and I also, in my current storage base, I still want to convert all those iron chests over to gem chests. So I think instead of converting it, I might as well just like start a hold, because I'm done with this project. This project is in the bag, finished. So I think I'm at a point where I've been wanting to do a new storage in the back of my head, and then now that I'm finished with this project and don't have another immediate project right on top of my head, I think I'm just gonna go right into another build. But instead of being like a, you know, still be a creative, like that's the point of this new storage base, is hopefully it'll not only, because my storage base I have now, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look as good as my villages do when I build them that way. Yeah, it actually does New Villy. So it doesn't matter if I'm not there. So if I log in and let the storm just go in the background, yeah, it'll start breaking stuff. But if I go over there and then do the Storm King and right away, as long as it's not like rendered in, you don't have to worry about it. How do you get rid of the Stormlight timer? You just need to defeat the Storm King or clear the Storm dungeon that's in the storm. That'll get rid of it for 24 hours. So because I just defeated the Storm King, the whole mountain and that whole area, the storm is gone for 24 hours now. So tomorrow at 4:25, the storm will be back. Epic Villages, dude. Great work. Thank you, New Billy. I appreciate it. 2 Storm Kings sounds less painful than fists only. To be honest, yeah. I don't have to rely on bugs. It's just me. The storm will a little bit, like the falling stuff, and I think even the lightning there breaks it a little bit, but it doesn't happen too much. Like, it's not like it's just like, like falling apart. Just as long as you don't leave yourself logged in there for like an hour and a half, you know what I mean? While the storm is going. So this is my current storage base, and everything like this is all for show, and I don't even necessarily like how it looks, but everything in here is obviously storage. So I really want to pick a new place to do business, so to speak. And also, I think I'm ready to build. I can't remember what. I guess I'll go to the base real quick. I think I'm on the Shatterhorn and Mahogany crossbow, but now I can't remember what I've built last. I guess we'll just go check real quick. You have better villages? Oh, heck yeah, dude. I'm definitely not the best at building in this game. I'm sure there's that. Like, I'm not just sure. Like, I see it on Reddit all the time. There's builds out there that make me jealous. Can you put runes in Storm King weapons? No. Legendary, or mythics, excuse me. Mythics cannot be modified. Can you stack chests? Yeah, you can stack them on. Basically, you use floor pieces as shelving, and then you can stack them on little shelves on the walls. Yeah, I'm on the crossbow for sure. Yo, Francisco, how's it going? Welcome back, welcome back. Oh my god, I get like 0 frames here. It's so bad. Gotta turn shadows off at least while we're here. Boost it up like 10 frames. There's just too much here. Here, let's also get rid of... Probably can turn off ray tracing. That'd probably help a little bit too. So this... That goes there. We're building up the Shatterhorn collection. It's getting there. Okay, and then yeah, we're on the crossbow, so I gotta build that one next. And then we have 1 sword to throw up and 1 pickaxe. Hold on. There we go. So these are technically not every legendary, but this is on the sides are every gem-based legendary in the game. So this is every emerald legendary. So emerald plus gold, emerald plus iron, copper, frost pine, mahogany, flex wood, not root wood. How does it buff it? It gives it more durability, and I think it's bugged for most because the crossbow gets a huge damage buff when it goes to legendary. But then the rest of them don't seem to get that same buff. So as a player base, we're a little bit confused in how that's supposed to work or not. Frostland storage base would be cool, and I'm not far away from that. But then I'd be cold. Like, here's my issues. Wherever my storage base is, where I spend a lot of time. And then at that point, it wouldn't hurt me, but it would make me cold anytime I'm there, and then it would give me the warning. And that would be beyond annoying. But that's why I usually make like storage bases in the grasslands, just because you don't have to worry about any sort of temperature changes, except for cold every once in a while or something when it rains. Yeah, it'd be interesting if you could, like... That would be an interesting way to make a repair bench, is you could have one weapon and it takes like 50% of its durability that it has left and adds it onto another one. So you could take like 20 items that are almost broken from enemies and then like convert that into repair durability for one of your active weapons. That'd be kind of interesting if they did it that way. Yeah, 18 gang, how's it going? How long did this take? What, this whole base? Oh, hours. Hours and hours for this one. Okay, we need mahogany. See, and I feel like a little cramped in here. I want to make the new version a little more spacious for me, so it doesn't feel so cramped. But then it's just gonna be hard to balance like looking good plus being not square, essentially. I mean, everything is pretty blocky to begin with, but being like a perfectly symmetrical square is one thing you can kind of avoid. How many hours on LEGO Fortnite? Probably like 2K. 1,500 to 2K, I would imagine. All right, let's do it. Actually, we gotta rift that too. Alive! Okay, and then where did that go? That goes there. And then we got stuff. Oh, it's working today. Yay. Glad you're back on TikTok. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was never really gone, but took some days off this week. Yeah, spears are still so glitchy. If they can get rid of the glitchiness and buff the throw damage, I think it'd be, like, best. I mean, they already are pretty much best, but I still think they deserve a buff to their throw damage. It seems a little bit pointless to throw them when you can have a crossbow that does, like, more damage and you don't have to pick it up afterwards. Best items to make crossbow: ruby and gold, and sapphire and gold are great. So, oh, we're lagging. Yeah, I killed the Storm King today. I mean, this is like, I think, my over 20th takedown. But a base in the Frostlands would be cool if I wasn't lagging. You know what else I gotta do is collect from my villagers. Gather round!
What's up, brother? What's up? What's up, brother?
Why did it cut them all off? I thought it was gonna be like, what's up, brother? What's up, brother? What's up, brother? What's up, brother? I got gypped.
Hey,
See, whenever I come here, I have to deal with having that cold thing and having to watch my character shiver. Do I want that? Recommendations for taking down the Storm King. Get good at it's honestly, you could like, better weapons and better food definitely is, like, good. But at the end of the day, you're going to need to be confident with either blocking and dodging the abilities that you can block and dodge, which dodging is like everything. You can't necessarily block all of his abilities. But being able to dodge the abilities when they're coming at you is huge, and being able to pay attention to when that's happening so that way you don't get absolutely destroyed.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I'm lagging. Stop lagging. Also, join the village. And also get on gems. There you go. I swear there's someone I didn't collect from. I think it was like Lynx. And then maybe this girl. No.
Get good ain't a strategy. It's more of a goal.
Get good ain't a strategy. I mean, strategy for the Storm King overall is take out enemy spawners. Then after enemy spawners are taken down, then you're obviously taking out enemies, but the priority list for enemies is, you can kind of put crawlers and rollers in the same priority tier. After you destroy the spawners, you take out crawlers or rollers immediately, as soon as you can after the spawners. The reason you don't want to take out crawlers and spawners before, or crawlers and rollers before the spawners, because if you take out crawlers and rollers before you take out the spawners, there's a good chance the spawner's going to spawn another roller or crawler. So you don't want to be fighting infinite enemies like that. And then once you take out the crawlers and or rollers, then it's the acolytes that you need to take out, because when he falls down to the ground, you don't want any enemies around you, crawlers, rollers, or acolytes, to disturb you while you're trying to hit the Storm King's weak spot or his horn in that phase. So that's a huge thing. I put they hit hard, but rollers can also knock you off the map because they come out and they also do a lot of damage with their throw attack. And it really does. It's really easy for a roller to catch you off guard. They're like different threats, but like the same threat level, I would say. Like, I don't know, like, you can take your pick. Like, whichever one you think is more annoying, but at the end of the day, they're pretty much neck and neck. Can I invite you to my village? Do I have a spot open? Okay, no. I know I didn't collect from everybody. What, is he like crying or grittying away? What are you trying to do? Right now I'm collecting from my villagers. Just getting a ton of materials. I'm gonna need all these gems for the storage base too. Yeah, if I may, there's a good chance. That's what I'll try to do. That's the other thing. Thank you for reminding me too. With this storage base that I build, I kind of want to make it in a way that not only does it look good, not only can it store everything, but it could be repeatable for anybody who wants to repeat it, and I can make a YouTube tutorial out of it. It's weird how only one villager gives you a gift and then the rest of them don't. But it's like the most worthless gift ever. It's like, oh, here's one egg. Oh, thanks, bro. One pocket egg. What's new in this mode? The Storm King, which is a big endgame boss that I actually just fought like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, what's going on, Military Marshal? Also, if you want to drive this vehicle, this isn't the final form that I have in the YouTube video, but I have a YouTube tutorial on this vehicle. And you might ask, if it wasn't lagging so much, you might ask, well, what makes it so special? And that is that it's designed to climb walls. So if you don't like flying machines, but you like cars, this might not be the best place to tell. Oh, yeah, I remember this wall is like inverted. You can't get up literally any wall, but the lag's not helping me either. But this vehicle is able to get up pretty much anything. Oh, wrong button. Not that I haven't driven this in like a week. Man, I'm making the worst example of this car. There we go. I could just do it right. It does take some finesse, but it's a car that's designed to like climb up walls and stuff like that. I have a full tutorial on my YouTube. You're actually able, like, I was able to get all the way up there.
Performance issues are not uncommon. 3 out of 5.
Oh, God. Half the issues aren't even my fault. It's the slidey tires and the janky turning and the overall really terrible vehicle physics that are in this game. Gather round now. Nugget, are you a part of the village? I don't think you are. Do I have a full set? No, I only have 6. Welcome to the club, buddy. Oh, do I have a free bed? Yep. Come on in. Jobs. Get on the metal smelting, buddy. Alright. Everybody reconvene. Besides Nugget, you can go to bed. You're not ready. You can start work tomorrow. How many villagers do I have now? Oh, it doesn't. It only shows me the animal max. It does, and then why doesn't it show me? It will show you your total if you hover over these spots on a village, but only if it's an empty villager spot. It's so silly. All right. So aside from the stupid gifts, this is everything I just got from all my villagers. Yeah, I finished the Storm Castle. We can go check it out in a little bit before I get started on doing my next thing. No, I'm not. I haven't even started the storage base yet. I'm building the brand new one, but I haven't even broke ground yet. How do you do the 2x Storm King? You have a friend go in ahead of you, and they get to the first part where the Storm King pops out of the tornado, and then they die on purpose, and then they stay in the respawn screen, and then when you go in, there'll be 2 Storm Kings. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Be jealous of all. It's all my villagers. It's not like that's not even a flex. It's just like literally collecting from like 30 villagers at once every couple of days, and you just see it. It piles up. Why, hello there. Hello. How's it going, Spixie? Yeah, St. Charlie, honestly, I had almost more amber than I do now. Before I had about this much before, because, like, yeah, I had one village that was just kind of grinding me some cut amber, because I'm like, oh, maybe one day it'll become more useful, and of course it did. Like, my prediction always is correct. Never. Except for see, like, do you guys remember I lag in the same spot? Do you remember? I think it was like a couple months back when this huge lag came in the update, and I started freezing, and then a couple weeks ago with the Storm King update, I started freezing again in the same exact spots in the storage base. I don't know if anybody remembers that specifically, but it's like here and then like here. Whenever I walk through those 2 points, a lot of times it will just like 0 frames, get out of town. See, right there, I did like a whole 1 second freeze. And another freeze. The Storm Village, yeah. Give me up to 10k likes. Just kidding. But do it. Oh yeah, that's the thing about the Storm King fight, New Villy, is it's like a little bit RNG in the fact that if you get like all acolyte spawns, dude, the whole fight is like a cakewalk compared to if you're getting crawlers and rollers on all the different spawners. So I gotta think about how I want to space this, because I want it to look good, but I want it to be able to hold everything. I think I should go into sandbox first, potentially, and do like another kind of map out. But then at the same time, I don't know. It's not like it's hard to build. It's just granite and wood for the most part. What is that thing in the 4 slot? This is the Illuminator. I have a video of it on my TikTok. You should check it out. And it's on my YouTube Shorts. But you should check out my YouTube, Epic Bricks on YouTube. I would very much appreciate it if you checked out my most recent video, which is a whole village tutorial. And then I have my storage base tour of this whole base, and then my other storage base in my regular survival world. And then I also have this is like 2 weeks ago I posted the tutorial on the rock climber. And then hopefully when I get this village kind of figured out, we are going to do a whole storage base tutorial itself. Material the crossbow is made of is Shatterhorn fragments from the Storm King. So I'm thinking, I was looking at some spaces that looked really flat on the map. And I want to build it out of render distance of all this stuff. I want this base to be like nothing around it, really. You know what I mean? Because of how like it's just so laggy when I drive in and out of this area as it is. Because when I build a new storage base, I'm just going to level that whole thing into the ground. Just completely delete it. Because you can see the lag is just terrible when I'm leaving render distance and coming back in. It's just terrible when it goes to render all that. So I'm thinking like somewhere over here, wherever there's a flat spot, maybe on a mountain. I'm trying to think, because if I build it on a hill and I don't make it all flat, it's going to be impossible to make a tutorial. Because a tutorial to replicate something, like if I built on the hill and built like a storage base down there and then like another one up here, I mean, yeah, you could kind of pick and choose where you put the buildings, but you would have to find like almost the exact same terrain to follow the tutorial almost like to a T. Especially if I'm like building up. So I'd have to find somewhere not necessarily flat, because the strategy is you find somewhere like this that's relatively flat and then you just build over it and make your own flat ground. But I don't want it to be so far away that I have to make 1,000 trips with all my stuff, because that's the other thing, is I'm going to have to move all this stuff eventually. Oh, I just remembered something too. Let's go drive over here. I saw this on Reddit. You guys know how Raven's dungeon house is like super laggy? Someone basically figured out why. You know how the dungeon resets every day? Like the Raven dungeon resets every day when you defeat him? Well, guess what? His house respawns on top of itself. You guys might remember it made a whole lot of sense to me when I figured this out. You guys remember when I was in the Raven cave and it told me there were too many builds nearby and it wouldn't let me build? You guys remember that? It's because his house is... So imagine this build layered over itself like 10 or 15 times. So if you go in there and you break it, it will give you like thousands of granite, wood, and metal, because it's like 10 of its own builds stacked on top of each other. So you go to break it and the whole thing just implodes on itself because it's so heavy and full. Like there's just 10 builds on top of each other. So it all just starts shattering after you get it to break down. And then you can just get all the materials, and that should help with the lag. Yeah, it's like the same house like multiple times over. Does it spawn that many times every day? I thought it was I thought it was an accumulation thing, like, but every day it'll have that much. That's wild.
So then I just go in there and wreck it, Ralph. The damn thing got it.
Yep. You'll see it gets really laggy because it's like trying to track where all those, because they're stacked on top of each other, and then it's like I said, I saw a video where it's so heavy that once you break the bottom layer, the whole thing is just like, it just implodes on itself. Oh, it was patched? Did they fix it? I had no idea. I guess I can take out Raven anyway while we're over here. More vehicle tutorials? If you go subscribe on YouTube, yeah. Absolutely. That's the plan anyway. They didn't patch the. I thought the lag was being caused. What? Oh, I was like, where is he? Oh wait, I forgot I didn't bring the sword. That's okay. Sucker. What, you think you're good at this game? Hiya! Stab. Stab. Haha, you're too far. And that's why the spear is goated. Like, I'm not. So see how he missed me? It's because I was far enough away where it didn't even matter. Ah! Okay, you hit me. But if you get the right... And you can even back up. You can do the back up move on him and he misses you. Haha.
I don't get why people don't use shields against bosses like Raven.
Who needs one? I got food in my offhand. That's what I prefer in the offhand anyway. I haven't taken out Raven in like weeks. So let's see. Definitely looks like mine's still stacked. I don't know if that's fixed then. Maybe you can only do it once. Maybe it's not done daily, but like, holy cow. Dude, yeah. Mine's definitely stacked. You see all those numbers flying up? Holy, dude. That's insanity. You see those numbers just flying? I had to hit it like 18 times just to break it, dude. Just to get through all the layers. Satisfying to watch, that's for sure. Am I even gonna... Oh my god! Oh yeah, I forgot I brought some with me already. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't just gather that much. I brought like a decent amount already with me. But still, all that marble is new. And then I think the glass too. That's a crazy amount. Here, I can build in here for now, right? And then I guess... Oh, it still says too many builds. It's bug. I can't even build chests right now. I might do this another time. My bags are too full. There's almost like no point. That's why it's showing too many builds there, though. That's been the reason the whole time. Oh yeah, I could do chests outside the cave. You're right. And then I can come back for it. That way it won't reset anyway, because inside the cave it'll end up resetting.
So, basically, they patched it. However, if you never broke it before and collected the mats, it will be like yours right now, with a lot of layers.
That's
However,
what I figured.
No new layers will spawn.
Good.
XD.
I mean, I really one is enough. I don't need something like that to farm exponentially. I'll take the... Because really, only reason I want to even farm it is to hopefully subside some of the lag. Because otherwise it'll always be there. And I'll never be able to build in there. I'm definitely, like, I'm not against football, but I haven't watched football in forever. So I kind of don't care. Not in a mean way. I just don't. It will come back, but it won't come back in multiple layers. Right now, there's like 10 houses stacked on top of each other. So once I break it, it'll just come back one house at a time. They just fix the multiple stacking problem. But again, if you never did it, you'll still have active layers to break, so you could still like a one-off thing you can do. That's wild how many layers I have there. And I should just be able to work my way going around here. And then eventually everything will fall on itself, I believe. This is weird, though. Ugh. That's still a crazy amount of materials. Good, because I needed some granite, to be honest. I think I have some of it spread out to other areas, but it's still good to have a little bit of extra of all the basics, especially marble. Holy crap! I'm gonna get a refund for my my Storm King castle that I built here. It's like a tax refund for all the other villages I built. Yeah, dude, this is my tax refund for LEGO Fortnite 2024. This is like a refund in materials saying we're sorry for all the lag that you had to put up with all year while you were building. This is my LEGO Fortnite tax refund. That's all it is. Snowstorm Castle? Oh, Show Storm Castle. Yeah, we'll get there. Oh my god, where am I? You watch my vids, they're so helpful in your world. Thank you, that means a lot. It means my videos are doing what I want them to do, which is help people enjoy the game more. Hopefully as much as I enjoy it. If that's even possible. Bro, look at all that glass, though. Call me Heisenberg, because I'm... Nah, I mostly play solo, friend. Sorry, bud. You have 10K. 10K what? Oh, 10K likes. Yeah, we'll go there. Let me break the building and we'll go over. You're right. We hit 10K. Why are you destroying it? Because, as you can see, it's bugged and there's actually like 10 of these houses stacked on top of each other. And it, one, gives you a lot of materials, but three, it's causing a lot of lag. No jump. So you see how it's not breaking, but it is? That's because there's like so many of these stacked on top of each other. It's ridiculous. And it's causing a lot of lag in this cave. And it's also giving me butt tons of materials. Over here's put terrace. We're gonna build a wall around the Storm King Mountain, and the acolytes are gonna build that wall. I'm gonna have to... Wait, if I leave and come back, will this floor loot be gone? I feel like it will. Well, let me get rid of something that's, like, less important. Give me, like, marble and glass and stuff. I'd rather hold that than wood. Yeah. There we go. Oh, no, it stays okay. Can I add you? No, I don't have friend requests open. Mel, how you doing? Oh, I can totally build a chest, but I have a car to put it into anyway. Might as well load it into the car. Got to do that at some point anyway.
Brother, this guy stinks!
No, I'm talking about the loot. I don't want my loot to leave as I transport out and back in. That's what I'm worried about. Not the house spawning. I'm more concerned of whether the all of it's going to be there when I come back in like 2 seconds. I promise, we're going to see my my storm base here soon. I made a promise for 10K, but then I got myself into a side project, so give me a second here. Make a Lego Star Destroyer? I think someone's done plenty of those out there, just not me. Gonna need another car. I can always build extra storage onto it. That's the best part of this game is I've got other materials on me. I could literally just build extra space on that vehicle and then build more chests on it, and then it's good to go. So it's about to get really crazy because once I break it from the foundation, it should... Oh, hey, buddy. It should... It's going to be so heavy that I think it just starts breaking on itself.
New skins in shop. Remember to use creator code EPICBRICKS.
Epic bricks. Epic. Why am I breaking it? Because it caused... Oh my god, I think it's coming down. Oh god, it's happening. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's damage everywhere.
Hey, Epic.
Oh no! It's like an earthquake in slow motion. The room is shrinking! Ah! Oh, I can move. I thought I was gonna be laggy. Oh my god! This is insane, dude! What the hell? Got a good beat going to it. It's not my build, it's the Raven Castle. Oh my god. I'm surprised, like, I actually am getting good FPS. It's just the build itself that's like the build has 2 FPS, but I still getting 50 to 60 FPS in my world.
Was I using mine wrong?
Can I leave? How do I get out of here? Let me out of here! Oh, now I'm stuck. Wait, can I find a door?
The machinations of my mind are an enigma.
This is what the inside of my brain looks like when I'm building, guys. Okay. I don't know where I am. Hello? I'm in the Lego dimension right now. Hello? Hello? It's just brick. It's just more brick. How have I not reached the end? How do I leave? Oh my god. Send out a search party for Epic. Sir, a banana has hit the second Raven Tower. Oh my god. I think it's already breaking because I wouldn't be able if it was physical and able to break. It would just float. Bro, this has to be the most anybody has had on top, like spawned on top of each other. This is ridiculous.
This is a load of barnacles.
I think some of it's built, but I can't even really tell what. I'm just gonna have to wait for this to settle, dude. I just can't, now I can't remember my way out of this mess. Won't even let me reload that. Reload. Okay, that's like broken. I think we're gonna just have to wait it out.
It's been 84 years.
How's the game not crashed yet? I don't know. Let me feel my computer right now. My 4070 Ti Super is going overtime right now. Come on, baby. That's why I got the fan right here blowing on my computer at all times. Because all the air, it makes my under my desk hot as hell, too. Look at the pieces up there. You even see, look at that. What is that? What did I do? I let free a demon. A brick demon. Broke cooking egg on his PC. I probably could right now. Dude, this is even... Oh, the TikTok captcha. Perfect timing. This is... Remember when I blew up that one place? My cabin... Coastal village? It's still going. This is insane. I did not think this was going to be like a 5-10 minute process.
Goodbye, everyone. I'll remember you all in therapy.
What is this? This is a building that I broke down that's glitched. Holy, we gotta grab the clip for this. I don't know if we can do clips this long, but this is, you'll have to grab a couple.
Victory screech!
So this is Raven's Castle. There's a bug where every time they fixed it, but you can still do it if you haven't like broken it yet. Every time you defeat Raven in the past, it would spawn another castle on top of the previous castle inside the cave. So I probably have about 15 plus castles stacked on top. Not literally stacked one on top of the other, but I mean like inside of each other. So they're all of them breaking at once. I can't believe it's still going. Well, we're gonna see the Storm Village, don't worry. I just troll everybody. Yeah, guys, the Storm Village, I just keep a view like this so you can't really see the other. My Storm Village, it didn't work out. All of a sudden, I started hearing cracks and crackles and then, boom! Lego Inception, I know, that's what it feels like. It's just like, it's on the ceilings and everything, just everywhere. I better go try to collect some of this before it like possibly despawns. See, some of it's here, some of it's just waiting to actually for the game to realize that it's actually gone. But I can get some of the loot up out of here. Oh god, I'm lost in the Lego dimension. I'm in the Lego realm. I'm in the Lego back rooms. Ah! Ah! Let me out. How do I get out of here? Where's the exit? I don't know. What? I can't breathe. I'm getting Lego claustrophobic. Where am I? Oh my god. I don't want anymore. Let me release me. Ah! You're literally going through something. I'm between a rock and a hard place and a rock and a stone and a rock and a rock and a rock and a brick.
Where's the leak, ma'am?
And an even harder place. Oh my god, let me! I can see daylight! I mean, cave light! I mean...
Man, was I using mine wrong?
Oh, there's more stuff up here. Well, this thing, dude, this thing won't reload. It's so laggy, and it's like processing so much, it won't even reload my revolver. It literally won't. I need to collect all that stuff, though. Oh my god! Parkour! 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 Guys, how long is this been going for? I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this. I want to speak to the manager. Help me. How has the game not crashed, though? Out of all the times it does, this is when it picks to be like, oh, yeah, oh god! Let me out of here! I can't even swing? Okay. Everything's gonna be okay. I think we just have to wait out the storm. Oh, there's so much more stuff up here. Holy, is this stuff breakable? Oh. Yeah, but like, it's really laggy. Oh my god. It's like it's replicating. It's like a single-celled organism replicating into millions. I can't parkour on this. It's so laggy. I just want to collect the stuff up there. Your poor PC. I mean, it always gets pretty warm while playing LEGO Fortnite, but right now it's probably feeling it. You know what else I could probably do to help a little bit? Turn all the graphics down. Oh, that made it worse. Now I'm frozen. Now my frames are higher. We just had to turn the turning the graphics settings down. That was the key. I can't fly. I'm in expert mode. And my musket is like, oh, there it goes. It would like not, dude, it just started. Oh my God. It finally reloaded. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ah. There we go.
Now,
bro,
this is
there's
epic.
so much. It's still so much. It's not even like it's like, oh, it's almost there. No, there's still this establishment board by board. I will saw the tables of tyranny in half. I will gnaw at the ankles of big business. It's slowly deteriorating. Like, this is so wild. I need to see a further away. Oh, wait. Has it stopped? I think the dust is settled. I think everything left is what's left to break on my... Oh, my God. It looks like someone went, like, to nuclear war with Raven. And Raven lost. 1,000%. Yeah, I think this is it. Oh my God. That was obnoxious. That's so crazy, dude. That was so wild. God, there's just like a whole, like 3 towers worth of stuff over here in this corner. The silence has come. It's just the eye of the storm. Like 17 more just drop in. You hear a voice go, round 2. Hey, I'm all for free stuff. I'm building the whole storage base. I could use some free stuff. My God. This is just an obscene amount of pieces. I'm surprised this wasn't crashing my game when I came in here. Let alone just giving me a high build limit. Like, how is that? Remember how you used to get the red warnings that would, like, kick you out of your world? Like, how was I not getting that there? There's so many builds in one spot. I couldn't imagine a more dense build in this game. Oh, so you gotta go. We can do Stormcastle. We can go check it out real quick. Dang it, sticky note, get out of here. I imagine all this will be back, or be here when I come back. There's still so much. No, it's fine. If you gotta get going, I respect it. I'm not doing anything too crazy today other than starting a storage base, which we probably won't even see too much of it. We'll see how far I end up going. Where are you? Raven's dungeon. Is this expert? Yes. It stays. I figured it would, even if it's disconnected. Okay, let's go check out. And I think it's, yeah, it's perfect. It's nighttime even, so it looks better at night. But if you guys are enjoying the stream over on TikTok, come join me on Twitch or YouTube. I stream on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube every single day. Lately, it hasn't been every single day, but generally I stream most days. Lately, it's been a little less because I've been focusing a little bit more on trying to get some long-form content out on my YouTube. But otherwise, come check me out on Twitch, especially if TikTok ends up getting banned for real, which it still very well could. Oh, I should probably turn up the graphics settings for you. It is finished.
Knock on Raven's house is what it looks like.
Well, it's definitely finished. About as much as I can think to do for it. Oh no. My flint knock. It's broken. There's still some other decorations I could go through and do like this, but I didn't fully flesh everything out yet. Same thing with, there's no interiors. It's all, if there's any decorations, it's exterior. I should have put lights here. I never put any lights on top of this one. I love how, dude, whoever suggested those backlights for the pillars, chef's kiss. They look so good. Bro actually cooked. Yeah, under here, this is the pathway that you would normally take to get up to the Storm King, is down here. So you would see all of this. You'd see that big blank surface up there. But as you're coming up, you'd be like, whoa, what the heck is all that? And then we go through. And then, boom. Those are the pillars that are holding up that big mega structure up there. This is going to be my next YouTube video tour. I got to get this up ASAP. This is like my most relevant village that I have built so far. Actually, we can finally get rid of these. These are just for viewing. Oh no. Stuck in Satan's crack again. Those don't need to be there anymore. Yeah, it's got all sorts of screenshot-worthy spots, too. Like, if I could just get rid of this darn... I'd have to, like, take the screenshot, like, there. That would make it really easy to Photoshop out. So that way it's just in the sky. I could Photoshop that out easily. But if I put it here, that'd be really hard to Photoshop out. But this darn thing right here, this would be a really cool screenshot, like framing me and some of the builds behind me with the portal. Yeah, the lights, and these purple lights for Raven, I didn't even put lights over here. These are just the natural lights that come out of the ground. Like literally, this is just natural Storm King mountain lighting here, but it matches the Raven lighting perfect, and here's what it looks like during the day. Yeah, they should add a camera, like add like a whole photo thing that people could upload to some sort of like database thing, and we could share photos and stuff. That'd be cool. But it should be something you should craft, like an in-game camera, and then you physically like take out and do screenshots. And then I talked about this like, dude, like 8 months ago to a year ago in the beginning. I was like, one, we need a camera, but two, they need to also, not only do I want a camera so you could take POV shots, what they need to do, especially for expert mode, because we can't fly in expert mode, is we need a drone. A Lego drone. Little Lego drone with some propellers. And you could build it, and your character could be like, and throw the drone off. And then you can get flying footage, flying POV footage, but in expert mode, but you wouldn't be able to use the flying mechanic as a cheese because it was just your drone. It could just be, it could be harmless. So that way you don't have to worry, it's not like something that people could be like, oh, well, you're cheating, you're flying. Well, no, this is just a drone that I'm using to get cool footage of my village since I can't normally fly. Because that'd be sick. Jordy, welcome to the Yap Fest. That's what a stream is. Hopefully, if you go to any given stream, hopefully people are talking about something. I would hope. Maybe you're more into ASMR. Yeah, no worries, 18 gang. Have a good one. Undo button would be great. But yeah, photo mode, but I also want a drone that I can take photos and video clips with, like, inside the game. Because what would also would be, here's the thing. Is this is how you could do theater mode. Instead of having theater mode almost, what you could do is, it would probably add extra strain, but what if you could put out drones into your world and then have them set up. And then while I build, the drones are always watching me. And then they could be like
You know what would be
third-person
cool?
POV, and then you could do time lapses. So they didn't like, maybe if they don't have the capability to add like a whole theater mode at this point, they could just set it up so where you could auto record like multiple angles at once and then time lapse that from in-game recordings. I don't know, that'd be interesting. You know what would be cool? What, Green Rock? What? 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 No, I'm kidding. What would be cool? What would be cool? Show us a tour of the village? I suppose I can take you guys on a little bit of a walkthrough. So starting at the actual gate, which I already defeated him today, so no storm. Pretty much the whole thing is walkable, so we'll start here. Now, there's no really insides to that building up there. But essentially, we got up here. And inside, there, I didn't do any sort of interiors on this base. I probably could. But I don't know what I could fill it with other than just, like, extra. You know, I guess technically I could fill it with some of, like, the Eternal Abode stuff would probably look good in there. But I don't know. I feel like this village would be almost, I don't want to say pointless to decorate the insides, but there's, like, how many Raven bathrooms and Raven countertops can I put in all these buildings before I'm like, okay, I'm done building this repetitive Raven, like, scheme. So really inside, there's not much going on any of the insides. It's an exterior build. It's meant to look cool from the outside. Some bases I do inside and outside detailing. Some bases I just do outside. But otherwise, you can get all the way up and around this. This takes you to the top. So we started down there where my marker is, and then we can end up over there. So go around, just down, 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 down. And then we can go back down there, and we can end up at the beginning again. Or we can go this way, pop up these stairs, and now we're over here. Now, I did do a little bit of decorating in this one. I didn't fill it up completely, but I did do a little bit of a little Raven's workshop area. This is like the only thing I could think to do with some of his parts is make like a little factory area. Oh, I never did do the underground spot. I could, but I don't think it's going to work out the way I want it. I guess technically it could, but you know what the problem ended up being is? Down there was like way too much terrain interference. It would just be a whole, it would just be like access. Like I couldn't build down, like building down there would be a horror, like an absolute mess. Pro LEGO Fortnite player, pretty much as close as you can to get to that title, yeah. Hi from New Zealand, yo! But yes, this is expert. All this is an expert world that I build on. I still want horses. I still want horses and other rideable animals. That'd be sick, dude. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick and get a refill on my water. Might as well get that accomplished right now before we get into anything else, because I'm gonna be building more today. Not this. This is finished, but we are gonna build some more today. While you wait for me, if you want to go drop a follow on Twitch, that'd be awesome. Live on Twitch right now, live on YouTube right now. Same exact username. It's also linked in my bio. Also, if you're enjoying the stream, code EpicBricks in the item shop. Very much appreciated. I think there's some new stuff in the item shop today even. But anytime you grab anything, keep me in mind this year, code EpicBricks. And especially if you're subscribed to Fortnite Crew, the Fortnite Crew subscription also counts towards creator codes as well. And that is, again, extremely appreciated from you guys. Jess and Mel already dancing before I'm even gone. Oh my god.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
It's been 84 years.
Two hours later.
It's very beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, everybody. Sorry. Quick water refill and a bladder dump. So I'm rethinking. I still want to do a redo for my storage base. What I'm thinking about doing first, in light of more YouTube content, is I think I'm going to go to sandbox mode for the rest of today. And I think instead of building my own storage base, I am going to work on a tutorial storage base that I can use to make it into a tutorial and have people be able to remake it. Because a lot of people have asked for tutorials on my storage base. And not that mine is super complex, but it's not exactly user-friendly for a tutorial. And I am all for, dude, the people that make, like, Batmobiles and, like, super crazy detailed vehicles and stuff, I get there's a demand for those kind of tutorials. However, I like fulfilling the demand of kind of average to very new, like new players to average builders. Because a lot of those players, even if they were to watch one of those like Batmobile tumbler tutorials where it uses all sorts of sideways techniques, they may or may not be able to follow it easily because they're a novice builder in general, and it's going to be harder to replicate, even if the video maker does a great job of the tutorial. Whereas my videos, I like to kind of target them more towards the general audience so anybody can remake them. Anybody want to redeem, by the way, while I'm conveniently in the lobby? Wink, wink. Wink, wink. Hi from New Zealand. Oh, I read that one. I thought that was a different country because I was like, I knew I read. Is anybody else from overseas? Where are my overseas people at? You don't have to make yourself known in chat, but if you want to, where are you from? I mean, if you're in the, let me. Where's everybody from? If you're in the U.S., hit me with the state. You're overseas? Where? Neptune, where are you? I didn't know. I didn't know you were overseas. Beef Bouse. Wait, why don't the other? Is it Dur? There we go. Take your pick. Do you want the OG, or do you want any of the variations? I've got the Grill Sergeant. I swear they updated his look. I swear he didn't have this much printing on him before. Am I crazy? He looks like really good, and I feel like in the past he didn't. He looked good, but not this good. Am I crazy? OG, you got it. Hey, Epic Bricks, I need a tutorial on how to upgrade the Raven Hideout. The Raven Hideout, you don't upgrade. Are you talking about the Storm Chaser village? Good old Indiana? God old Indiana? AR is what? Arkansas, right? Michigan? Australia? I live in Phoenix, Arizona, for those of you guys. I mention it quite often, but I live in West Phoenix. Melbourne, I got a lot of Aussies. Interesting. A lot of people on islands, New Zealand and Australia. Hey, it's nighttime again. That means we can hang out here for another... Oh, I went into the wrong world. I was supposed to go into a sandbox world. That means you guys get to see the village one more time at night. At a whopping 45 FPS. This game is so not optimized. Even if I were to go to the new 50 series, I doubt I would break 80 FPS on max settings on this game. Oh, I gotta go. Oh, I probably... Wait, I relogged, so it probably will still be there. Modesto, California. Can I play also? Pokemon Unite. I usually play solo, especially on my expert world, and I'm gonna go into a sandbox world, and even then, I won't need any additional help at that point. Here, let's go back to Raven's Castle and do that before I forget about it. Don't worry, guys. I'll have a video tour of that village up hopefully soon. I started watching your stream about a month ago, and you've helped me with my world in so many aspects. Heck yeah. If you ever have any questions, hit me. I can help as far as being able to show you stuff, especially when I'm building, if you have building questions. If I have the time, I'm always willing to do demonstrations for different things you have questions about, but always here to help. I think some people, it's not as good. It's because here's the thing, is all the 50 series rely on that DLSS 4 or whatever, or 5 or whatever it is, that's like the AI frame generation. Not every game has that. Not every game supports that use. So like, it's raw power without the frame generation stuff. From what I'm saying, it's like barely an upgrade from a lot of the 40 series. And I don't think this game supports that. So I only think it's like DLSS, the regular one. I don't think it supports the AI frame generation. Sure you don't need any help? No. Ba-pew! No, I'm talking about the Raven Tower and hideout inside of the cave.
Don't tell me how to cook the
Oh,
sauce.
that you just need the
Alright.
the Lego pass for. That's a prefab that you can build. Oh, I should have dumped stuff out of my bag. Dang it. How did I make that axe? This is ruby and gold, and then I rifted it to level it up to legendary. This is a good amount of marble, though. This is crazy. Saves me from grasslands cave farming, which is like super tedious. How do you get a power cell? You need to make a compost bin. And then from that, you'll get biomass from putting like organic materials into it, like food and stuff. And then with that biomass, you combine it. You need 50 biomass and 6 glass, and that'll make 1 battery at the crafting bench. Look at all the floors just on top of each other. It's crazy. So much marble. Give me the marble. There's pieces everywhere, too. I'm appreciative of the metal plates, especially. Duo brutes and expert. Honestly, like just like almost anything to make it easier. Crossbows. Just make sure you have tons of ammo. If you're able to just keep your distance from both of them and dodge their charges, you could just keep shooting one. You know, focus one down and then focus the other one. Or do you want to try to fight them with your melee weapon? Because that's just basically getting good at fighting one brute and then timesing it by 2. It's hard to explain. It's just a lot of dodging and timing, knowing their abilities and stuff. Ah. Oh, wait. Was I getting essence off some of that stuff? I guess I just maxed out anyway, so. Holy. GG. Oh, it's the pieces over there. What the heck? How did you guys get over here? Huh? That's wild. Oh, well, that's gone now. That was insane. I wonder if I can build now. Hey, build. No. Did he break it? Or did I spawn through it? What the heck happened? Oh! What a... butthole. Oh. Why is it doing this to me? Just let me out.
Some of you may die.
None of us
but
will die.
it's a sacrifice
We're all gonna live.
I am willing to make.
What type of pickaxe do you have? And what is it made out of? This one's sapphire and gold, and it's legendary. What key you press to move the build? On keyboard, arrow keys to nudge it. I dream of a day where this game isn't laggy. Won't that be so awesome? One day we'll just log in and no more of this. I can't wait. Someday. Someday. I feel like I just don't like how many where are the players who put up with it and deal with it? But just think of all the players who rightfully so have like given up on the game. They want to enjoy it. They do enjoy it. But when they play, like rightfully so, this isn't necessarily acceptable for like a modern game of what you would expect, especially from like a LEGO title and a Fortnite title where you're like, okay, game's been out a year. How is it still like what if BR was like this? What if like all like the millions of BR players were like you'd be driving around in your car in BR and you just freeze like this for 10 seconds and then someone just headshot snipes you? Like it would be nobody would play BR. So there's a reason that you know the player count is less than it probably could be. Like I think it would bring back players, and then also think about all the new players. When a new player this week, next week downloads the game, or not necessarily downloads the game, but starts playing the game, and they realize real quickly, like, oh crap, look how laggy it is as soon as I start to build stuff, or just in general. And then they go, okay, well, I guess I just won't play this game anymore, and then they never play. So it's like that player doesn't get retained, whereas one, they want new players to come to the game, obviously with new updates and stuff, but they're not going to retain them if they get here and it's like this. I would say most players, after experiencing lag like this for a certain period of time, they're going to stop playing the game. And that's just like probably, I wouldn't know what those numbers look like, but I would imagine they're up there. They exist. You barely have lag. I feel like most people, like, and that's the thing, though. Maybe not every, like, I don't know if it's build related, what exactly, but it's wild. Yo, thanks, Pokemon Unite. I have so many rods, dude. You killed the fruit with my fruit trap. It's not exactly easy, but it's definitely fun. Your sense of the moon. My main skin, Peely Bone. However, Beefboss is up there. Beefboss, one of my favorites. He's my boy. I think being on console is actually less laggy, probably. Because I think that like games like this are more optimized for a console than they are every single PC on the planet, I would think. That's kind of the difference. It's easy to optimize for every PlayStation and every Xbox on the planet because they're all exactly the same as one another. You know, maybe there's a couple types, like, you know, in S, you know, there's always like a better version or something out there. But for the most part, they're all the same system with all the same hardware, so they can optimize across the board for that extremely easily. So it probably runs smoother on most consoles in general because of that. I don't know that for sure, but that's kind of my thought process. because how do they optimize for AMD, NVIDIA, different, all sorts of different, you know, you can play this game, Fortnite on Mac, you know what I mean? There's all sorts of OSs and hardware that they, you know, if I have this graphics card and this CPU, it's like, how do they optimize for every single combo like that? Yeah, I think, and it's also, I don't know.
You would
I don't
think
know
that,
what
but for
caused it,
me and
'cause
my friends, it's so laggy 24/7 IDKY.
some people say they don't lag, which I believe. It's, you know, I don't know what causes it at that point, because if some people are and some people aren't, is it like, is it build related? Do those people have less builds than other people maybe? Like, what factor is it that's causing other people to lag less or more over someone else? My friend joins and it kicks him out. Why? If he's on Switch and you're on another console, it might be because your village is a bit too complex. And there, like I said, there are like hardware limit, like with build limit. If you have a Switch, you're probably Switch or mobile. You're pretty much at the bottom of the barrel with how much build complexity your system can put up with. And then like Xbox, PlayStation, those are kind of like your middle ground. And then most PCs are able to do the most as far as build complexity. I'm on PCs, on PS5. See, yeah, that's another jump. So if like you were on console and they were on Switch, they might have trouble. But if you're on PC and he's on PS5 and you have a lot of builds, that could definitely cause issues too. If there's like too many builds essentially for him, but not for you, since you're on maybe a stronger PC than his PS5. I feel like it is a little bit Age of World related too sometimes, because anytime I make a new world, but I don't know, when I go on Sandbox and I don't have a lot of builds nearby, like nothing's too huge. I don't know, I feel like it's how many builds are on the world total. But that would also, the older the world, generally the more builds there are though, I would imagine. How do you get the Storm rune books? You do the Storm dungeons. You're from Ohio, not to be a meme. Well, happy birthday. How's it going, Kiko? Alright, let's go to my Sandbox world. How to get your chest sideways? I have a tutorial on my TikTok and my YouTube. How do you still enjoy it after playing for so long? I like to build Lego. I'm just a Lego fan and I like to build Lego, so I'm always building something different in this game. Like, I play other games, too, like, outside of stream. I actually just played Marvel Rivals for the first time last night with my buddy, and then off stream I'll play, like, BR and stuff with my buddies if I'm not, like, doing other work, content-related. But as far as, like, playing this game 4 hours a day on stream, I'm just a huge Lego nerd, and I like to build stuff, and I like to help other people build stuff like this. Does this look good, guys? Hold on. The sun's about to set, of course. We're in a Sandbox world now, but I'm going to be doing some tutorial building. Chest sideways? I have the tutorial for that on my YouTube and TikTok. My village is the old... Yeah, sometimes like this one too. Like this one's built on top of a POI, and then when I log into it, you'll see the old POI for a second. There we go. If you guys like this, I have a full step-by-step tutorial of this village on my YouTube channel. What goes in the last slot where the charms are? That is the illuminator, and I have a video of that on my TikTok and YouTube as well. That's a short. But you like? You like? This is a ready-to-move-in village that I have a tutorial for on my YouTube. You should go sub on YouTube. Nick, Kevs, and Isaiah, thank you for the follows on TikTok, though. And should go follow my Twitch because I'm live there too, just in case TikTok does end up getting banned in like 70 more days. 70, much like. But yeah, I designed this village and made a tutorial for it on my YouTube so you can build it in your world. And it's got room for quite literally everything you would need for like a modest village. It's got 4 houses that have 2 stories. So this is the layout. This one, actually, I built it with less room. I need to go show you this one. This one has a little bit more room plus an example bed. So down here, you could fit like a little kitchen and make it up however you want. And then up here, you can make beds for your villagers that you end up keeping at the village. So there's 4 houses, and you could probably put like 2 beds per house for like 8 you can only put 7 villagers in a village. And then there's spots for your animals. And then all of your workbenches, all of your storage for the workbenches. There's more of the workbenches. There's like the lumber mills, the fabric stuff, more storage. Here's all the food workbenches and the storage. So this base has literally everything you would need. It's nice and organized, but it also looks good too. At least I think it does. I'm going to watch you for 10 minutes and go to sleep. W. What the Crunch? Thank you for the roses. And Megan King, thank you for the Let 'em Cooks. Yeah, it would really make my day. Oh, it would really make my day if you guys went and checked out my new YouTube video on this. Whether you plan on building it or not. Hopefully, even if you don't end up building it, it's good sometimes to watch people build custom stuff because then it can help you build custom stuff better in general. Highly recommend. And if you have any, like, I also plan on, I'm going to do a full-on mega storage-based tutorial, I think, next. But I'm also going to do more modest village tutorials like this. I think next I'm going to do a Shogun one. It won't look like this. It'll look different, like the shape and the theme. Like, I'm not just going to redo the same shape in Shogun. That would be kind of cheesy. But I want to make different villages and different themes that are like, I don't know what to call them, like ready to take home, like ready to order, like made to order villages. So I can do simple tutorials for people that want different villages and different themes. What is the 3rd slot in the organic category in the codex? Wait. If you ever want it here, I'll show you what it is. But if you want to know what something is in the codex, make a separate world that's a sandbox world. And then the codex in the sandbox world, you can literally see everything where it is. So you want to see what? 3rd slot, organic category, like the food? Or is that a... I don't even know where that category is. What category are you talking about? Lost my world because I was AFK and a wolf killed me? Yeah, don't do that. Don't go AFK in your expert world. The lot? The what? The log? Okay. The 3rd slot in the wood one, and then organic snow. So you just need to go, just like the sand, you just need to go into the snow biome and go where it's snowy and dig up. If you're digging up dirt, you just need to go further into the snow. Yeah, so to grow banana, coconut, and pineapple, all you do is plant the whole thing into the ground. So if you want to plant pineapple, all you do is you take the pineapple, and you only need one, and then you plant the pineapple in, and then it's planted. Same with the banana. So with the bananas, you would just plant the banana directly into the ground. And you only need one banana. So when you harvest it, the tree stays and you don't need any more. Unless you break the whole thing. If you break the whole thing, though, you do get wood off of it. So it's not a terrible idea to farm them. And you also get essence off of these trees. But otherwise, you get 3 bananas per, and you can really go crazy with them. Make a temple? Like, what kind of temple? Because a temple isn't necessarily a village. This feels like a village. It's very small and modest. if I built a temple, it wouldn't feel very villagey. I want to make stuff that's a little like has more enclosed designs. So that way it feels like almost like I said, like a made to order village. It feels like all encompassing. That's the goal. What are the best items in the game and enchants can you show? Best S, it depends on what you're doing, really. I want to use the trees as a deco item. Is there a way to put floors over the top and grow through? Yeah, I think, right, chat? If I were to, I don't know exactly. If I were to build like a floor over this, would it like grow through? You know what I mean? It might not grow. I think if there's something in its way, I think it doesn't leave the sapling phase. I could be wrong, though. Isn't that what happens, chat? It just won't grow if there's something over it, right? A whole plaza with markets, that would be cool. I'm thinking something Shogun, because what I want to do is, because this one used all salty seaport stuff. And I could even do another salty seaport village, because this one used all the Tudor pieces and none of the castle pieces. But the goal for these builds, for these YouTube tutorial villages, is going to be basically using one, maybe two themes, but they all have to be free. And my focus first is going to be non-battle pass, non-item shop builds. Reason being is, at least for this series of village tutorials, I want them to be accessible by anybody. So even like, you know, the haunted house stuff, that was technically, some of it was free, but you had to pay for the other part. And then it's also time sensitive. You can't get this stuff anymore if you're a new player. So I'm going to start with like a lot, like, you know, eventually I'll go to like a log cabin village. And then I'll do a majestic manor village. And then I'll do like maybe a pleasant park village or something like that. But even then, honestly, that one's almost pointless because you could just make prefabs and make your own village with that one. That one's like I don't think that one's worth my time for making a whole encompassing pleasant village. Tudor's free. Shogun, I'll definitely do a Shogun. Maybe even a shack one just for fun, because I know that would be like the easiest thing for people to unlock. It would be like a starter village. Trying to think of what else was free. There's really not a ton of free stuff compared to all the paid stuff now. But then after that, I can go to like battle pass ones. Fishing dock village would be nice. It would be hard because it all depends on elevation. I guess it just depends on how high the user wants to make the dock, and it could be adjusted to, I could put that in the tutorial. Yeah, there's plenty of ideas. Yeah, I could honestly, I could do a Shogun castle, but a lot of the pieces, actually, you know what? No. Now, because of the free parts for this, because what I use for Shogun castle are these. And these are lighter, but these are paid parts. These come from Lion Knight's castle, so these are a paid part. And I use those a lot in the Shogun castle, but honestly, those probably wouldn't look terrible in the Shogun castle situation. You know what I mean? These would look great with Shogun walls and castle walls. And those are both free. Yeah, those, like, it's even deeper and darker. I kind of like that over those because it, like, contrasts more. So maybe I could do a Shogun castle village as one of them. That wouldn't be terrible. Actually, yeah. And I can kind of model it after the one I already built, maybe. Yeah, interesting. You know what else I need to do is just, on top of these village tutorials, it'd be necessary. It would be a little bit different style of a video, but I want to do like a build with me stuff like some other people do, where it's just like I'll just go off stream sometimes, and for 2 hours I'll just build something custom, talk my way through it, kind of like I do on stream, just with no like side distractions, and then just turn that into a video where it's like it's not necessarily. It could be instructive, but also tutorial based, where it's like, okay, you can watch it to learn, or you can watch it to learn and replicate. What does the wrench do? It's for modifying, I'll show you. Actually, I guess a better example would have been just put regular tires on it. Ah, the good old on-release car. Okay, so, well, here is what the wrench is for. So let's do this. Oh no, I don't want both of them. I want these ones to push me forward, and I want these ones to push me backwards, but not at the same time. Oh darn, whichever shall I do? That's where the wrench comes in. So the wrench, once you pull it out in your hand, you can interact with the switches, the thrusters, and also thy balloons. But what if you don't want them all to go off at the same time? Well, you can use the wrench here. So these are defaulted to channel 3. This is on all channels, so this will activate every channel no matter what. And these are also on channel 3 by default. So let's put these two, instead of on channel 3, we put them on channel 4 only. And then for this one, we put it on channel 3, and then we would need to make another switch, and we would put this one just on channel 4. So that way, this one activates this, and this one activates this, and then technically, we would even need to not add a fourth one. You don't have to do this with switches. This is just an example. But let's put the balloon on 1, and let's put this switch only to 1. So now this switch activates the balloon, if you want to. This one makes us go this way. And this one makes us go this way. So instead of having everything going off all at the same time, this allows you to customize things a little more when it comes to just building anything custom vehicle related. So for example, we could do this activated big balloon there, activated big balloon there, and then we put this one on channel 1 and this one on channel 1. And now when we activate this one, this is going to take us up. And then this would... Oh, God. I think I'm on sandbox. Come back! He's going down! Oh, there's my daily crash. My game crash. Amazing. Amazing. Take 16 of them right now. Game didn't like that. But yeah, I think I got the gist of it across before the disconnect there. I'm having a bit of trouble. Where do I find the Lost Isles Village? So, find the Lost Isles Village. So, the Lost Isles in general, if you go to any bus stop, you should be able to fast travel.
I think I got it. But just in case, tell me the whole thing again.
Crashes more than a demolition derby. Oh, God. Now, but not when you destroyed the castle. That's why I was trying not to take any notice to it. I'm like, I'm not crashing. It's not crashing. Favorite Battle Pass building? Star Wars stuff was pretty lit. They should. If you found any, if you scroll around your entire map, you should see like a purple Clombo Head village. Let's see if it even lets me in. Blitz! Welcome back. Try to pronounce it. No.
Soiled it! Soiled it! Soiled it! Soiled it! Soiled it! Soiled it!
Valentino, that's been on my mind lately too. I've got, oh yeah, I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen. I was thinking about it. What I would want to do is get some of the builders that I know that are in my community together. And it doesn't even have to be just 7, because that's just keyed. We have like infinite people work on this. But what I want to do is do I don't know, like...
This just an eyewitness's report. There is a new guy to LEGO that doesn't recognize Clombo as an ally.
Interesting. But I don't know if I'd want to do it in Sandbox, or if we could want to do it in a regular world, or like an expert world even. But I want to do a community project where we don't just build a village, because you know how I like to build stuff spread out. What I think we could do, and it would eventually get really laggy, but I think what we could do is pick like a really large area and build like a kingdom. Now, we couldn't make like some crazy wall going around the whole thing, but I do think we could make it so there's like a huge wall that spans like over a huge perimeter, but we put breaks in the wall, right? So that way we don't get one structure that has too many pieces connected to it. So we can make like this huge perimeter, and anytime there's a mountain, we just don't have to make the wall go over. We could just make mountain like the part of the wall. But like, I think we could do a huge project where we just make this massive, not just village, but an area built with just like, you know, certain areas we put like a big castle with like a little town around it, but then we kind of have to cut it off and like taper it off into farmland. But then we, you know, you go off, you know, 100 meters and we can build like another barn house with another like townhouse that's on the outskirts of the main village, and then like kind of break it up into like areas and chunks.
What's up?
Kind of make it something that where you can stand in one spot and it'll all be in render distance, even though if it's light render distance and you can kind of just see it all. I think that'd be fun. Yes, it wouldn't be able to be dense like Attack on Titan. That's the thing. But yeah, similar to Attack on Titan, where they have certain, you know, the cities wouldn't be able to be as dense as they are in Attack on Titan, but similar, where there's dense parts and then open parts and then dense parts and then open parts. Kind of same idea. That is a anime I actually have seen. Viewer World 1 project. We already have so many builds there. I would worry about, and that's an old world too. If time really does have an effect, I would almost want to make just a fresh sandbox. But you know what I mean? Imagine like that's where we build like from there in like a huge circle, so 375 meters away, all the way in a circle to like 300 meters that way, to where it's just like this huge area where it's like castle up there, kind of like how I have my area already built up on my expert world. I keep looking around for Lost Isles. All I found was Clombo, but I have not spotted the village because it nearly covered the entire island by now. Oh, so you're on the Lost Isles. You're looking for the Nana village? Honestly, I wouldn't even worry about it. I don't even reward you anything, and it's like a wild goose chase that I would rather not participate in, because I still haven't found mine in my world at all, which is unfortunate. How are you flying? Right now I'm in Sandbox, but you can turn this setting on in any survival or cozy world, just not expert. It's like a Rick's show with the alphabet spam. Alright, I just need to find... Oh, you know what? Where I can do this? You know what? No, I gotta find like a a relatively flat area to test this out on. I guess that's pretty flat. Nana Village has a cool quest line though, does it? Does it give you anything though? Oh yeah. I did this like 2 nights ago when I was bored. I don't know. It's just fun. My secret stuff. Don't look at my secret stuff. This shall be the building. This shall be where it goes. Okay, because it doesn't have to be as big as mine, but I am going to make a storage base that is doable for the everyday player. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start like here. I might even be a little overzealous. Here, let's just build with Majestic Manor. And then I guess we could make this one... Well, for the storage base, I'll probably do different from the... You know what? No. Interesting. What do I do for... What theme do I do for the storage base? Just castle? I feel like that'd be the best. I think just OG castle would be the most simple for a storage base. For replication. Oh god, I thought you were talking to me about the third person thing. Yeah, Jada, why are you talking to yourself in the third person? Oops. Oops. No, I'm aiming at it. Why you no go? No! Every once in a while, but not necessarily because of... If I need some help in my world, then they essentially become a visitor by proxy. But generally, I don't do open tours. But maybe someday if they add better world permissions... Or any world permissions, that is. Dang it, I missed. Lego bricks, your messages are getting retracted. Or are you retracting them? I don't know what retracted means. I appreciate it, Andy. Generally, I like building solo. It's not that I don't need help, but I don't want help. Especially with something like this, where I'm building with the tutorial in mind, I need to be the the mastermind of the blueprint so I can know how to rebuild it and replicate it and make a video. If I have other people building other parts that I didn't build, then I have to like, I would, you know, and then I make that into the tutorial. I would have to like reverse engineer the parts you made to show other people how it's built. But otherwise right now I just need a big flat canvas to build on. Hey. I don't know. I'm not worried about this is just a base, so I'm not really worried about the platforms of the base of it too much. What other free parts could I potentially, like I said, I could do Shogun for this. No, I think we keep it simple. Because first I need to make shelves and figure out spacing for like the perfect amount of shelving. Because I need to, and that's the thing is I'm still wondering if I think I'm going to make this an outside base. But I'll have to do shelving first. So we actually do want the interior walls first. And all I know is the animal row went really far, but I'm thinking about condensing that one so it doesn't have to go as far back. I forgot I'm going to have to like unfilter for these. I don't even care what color they are right now. I just want them spaced out. All right, so that'd be... Actually, hold on. I know they can be closer, but I'm not going to do it here. It makes it harder to see. All right, so it's wood, mahogany, knot root, flex wood, and then frost pine would be here. So this row goes back this far, and then it would just go up. And then for this one, there'd be granite, granite slabs, marble, marble slabs, red rock slabs, obsidian slabs, malachite slabs, and then sandstone, I believe is the order. I feel like that's too close. Why new base? Well, one, this isn't actually, this one's not for me. This one is going to be for anybody. I'm going to make this one into a tutorial. So I think we should extend this out like one more for expansion. Basically, I'm making another all-in-one base for anybody to use. So over here we would have copper bars, iron bars, and then we'll just switch it up. We'll go like gold bars, and then glass and bright core. Is that all we need? I got copper, iron, gold, glass, bright core. Should be it. Oh yeah, metal plates. I guess it doesn't matter the order as long as I got the spacing figured out for it. I just want to make sure for all of these that we have everything right. So then this one goes to gems, which I'll just associate with them. This one's amber and cut ruby and cut ruby, emerald and cut emerald, sapphire, cut sapphire, and then we'll just go back to this is rift shards, which really doesn't need its own chest, but I don't know, for the fun of it. And then this can be like greater storm core. I feel like that's the only place I would put greater storm core. Right? In with these. Oh, am I seeing a bunch of castles? I do not know. Is there anything else I would move over there? Because I already have rift crystals, but I think I would move the other plates over there too. Or the other storm cores. I just wanted to mimic the spacing there. Jackie B, I think they were, Johnny, I think they were saying metal plates is something I was forgetting in here. So then over here, I went, it's like dirt, sand, snow, fertilizer, and then blast powder, batteries, biomass, roughly, and then there's expansion if you need more for the biomass, if you're like me. And then this one is going to be silk, silk thread, silk fabric, wool, wool thread, wool fabric, heavy wool thread. And then we go drawstring. Really, these ones don't matter. Feathers, cord, vine. There's one other thing I'm forgetting. I don't remember. Where did I go, Josh? It's essentially that. I know none of these should be longer than the rest of these. Because even though this is sandbox, I'm going to end up making some mock ones. Like, I'm just going to fill some chests with items for the example. All right, so this one we're gonna work a little bit differently because these aisles, you're probably gonna get a lot more than one chest of like a lot of the fabrics eventually. If you need a storage base, this is the thing is if you need a storage base like this, I imagine you've got more than a chest full of certain things. So this one's gonna, because for dirt and stuff, you're probably gonna, if you stockpile it, you're gonna have more than one chest, so those will grow. Gems, you may not need more than one chest. So honestly, for the gem aisle, we could end up shortening this one and making it so it's a little more compact because I'm not even at more than one chest full of gems. So that's probably going to be the case for most people. So right here, we would probably just opt for, okay, stop being weird, a stacked system for these where it's, instead of being the same item above it, this one would be cut or uncut underneath and cut above. And that would condense this row a lot. And that might even allow me to do one less wall total. Because in my village, even, this back wall is unused. And then also, I was also thinking about doing, well, what if I want to utilize the actual walls around, but I don't know. Bones? I haven't got to bones goes in the animal section. So with these ones, I think I'm going to do the same thing that because in my base, I go like brute scales and then above it, technically even scales could be condensed into one chest. But it depends on how tall I want this base to be too. At the same time. Because I still haven't decided whether I want to make this covered. Because if I make these standing up, then it would make sense to make this part covered. But at the same time... There's so many different ways I can build this. Because if I go... I guess... Because 3 high, it wouldn't necessarily need to be enclosed, but that would just make more sense. It would look funny if it was all outside, I think. Or I would have to make these end caps just look nicer. Because most people aren't going to have this much supplies, but at the same time, I don't know. My goal is to make it user-friendly, but most people aren't going to have this many gems or metal, to be honest. But then again, they could use any chest, whatever they do have. Because, like, let's say you have lots of marble, but do those cost metal? Are these the same height? Oh, those are way shorter. Wonder if we can fit 3 of these without having to make this any taller. Oh, no, it's still a little bit taller. Yeah, I was going Inno bricks. Hi. Dark outside. It's kind of creepy. Because then I would have to cover it and make it a big... But I guess I could do this... Yeah, I could just make it pretty much similar to my other base. Thinking about whether I want to make the storage more outside or inside, because I could cover this up easily and make a sick-looking castle above it that's still easy to replicate. Yeah, I think I just make a single stack castle that's similar to the storage base I did in my expert world. You know how I stacked it and just went, like, up? I think I just do that with this base. Because then it's like, you don't have to utilize all the space if you don't want to. Because I could make this... all the food and stuff on the second level, like, really easily. Maybe I could even build in an elevator to it into the tutorial. I mean, that'd be a little tougher for most people, but it's doable. Because, yeah, I could probably combine these. And for this build, I'm strictly going to use Majestic Castle parts. Like I said, I know these chests can go closer together, but I feel like it's just easier to look at when they have a little bit of separation. Like, it's easier on the eyes. I don't know why I'm trying to make it look all pretty. Alright, so this would be all your gems, and then we could probably then end up doing this whole thing on this wall, so then we would have a little bit of a break with something. I don't know what piece exactly. Let's go to here and see what we got. Be kind of a pretty frame for that if I could. If there's an actual beam that went across. Something like that to make it like a category break. And technically, for some of these other ones, just to make it look nicer, I could recommend that in the video. Like here, since you have more space, they're separated by color, but you could also separate them by a whole piece like this, just to give it some extra depth and make it look a little nicer. So here, we would want... Of course, as soon as I filter by that, I can't see any of the chests. So we're gonna go with like dirt, and then sand. Oops. No, why does it move at the last second? Hi, amazing. Yo, how's it going, Maria? Sand and then snow. I think that's best represented with blue. And then we also have fertilizer, which we can do brown. It really doesn't matter what color people make these. You're still going to have to remember what they are. And then there's fertilizer, and then there's blast powder. And then there's biomass and batteries, with still a little bit of space to spare. Oh, does it? I forgot that utility is a filter, isn't it? In this part. I never go over to this part. I always forget that this stuff is here. Aha, good call. I forget that there's even that second tab there. Goes 3, then 2, and 3, then 1. Can I please add you? No, I'm sorry. Gonna get some sleep. 2%. Have a good night. Also, I wonder, I'm curious, because some people might want to use iron chests, but that's still a ton of iron that people aren't going to have. Are these roughly the same height and width? I think they're a little bit shorter. But I guess it mostly matters if they're the same width. Which they don't appear to be. These ones are wider. Interesting. These ones are much more efficient then. They're smaller, they can be placed closer together if you want them to. They're ultimately shorter. If I did back-to-back walls, it'd definitely be an interesting way to do the inside to make it look nicer. But I'd have to respace all these walls, which isn't a big deal, but I've already got the floors placed. But wouldn't it be cool if I did that going out? I would just have to double stack these walls. And it makes this whole build more complex, but it would look nice, I think, if you were looking through this hallway and it kind of came out like that on all the sides, but I'd have to respace these walls. Hey. There's that big door is only on Lion Nights, isn't it? Floor name? It's the Majestic Manor, the regular castle floors. Wait. This will be easier. See, I think that is enough for this way. I think we need to go out further than that even. I think I'm on to something. Okay, hey, snap to the right spot, will you? All right. So that's the spacing from the corner. This will be easy. This is how you do spacing, guys. See, this is why I said the base doesn't really matter, because you can taper this or have it as far along as you want it to connected to your base. But this is how I get spacing. So away from this corner, we're a 16 and an 8. So I just replicate this process on all the corners, and that'll give me a blueprint for all of my perfectly symmetrical corners according to these shelves. Actually, I still can reduce this because I think we made this one is for animal or for fabric stuff now. And then this one's going to be for animal stuff, so I probably don't even end up... No, this one's going to be for food. Yeah. Unless I decide to do it differently. But for now, I think I'll just do this half. And then I don't even have to worry about the other... Wait, was that a 6? Oh, that was a 6. Okay. Let's see what kind of spacing we have now. Actually, oh wait, is there any half walls that look like that? Oh yeah, there's this. Because then I'd want that to go there. Why is it 16 first?
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Oh. It's a little flat, but I'm sure I can find something to make it work more. Oh, I know what I need to do. I just have to make it look less boring and make some pop-out spots in the build. It's like, where's the middle? Oh, there really is no middle. It's hard to use these pieces. Because I want to make like a really cool non-square design overall, but I still need to make it easy to replicate. Here, I got a better idea. I guess I'm going to need to figure out the overall shelving spacing I'm going to need. Because I think this is exactly where I need it. Because like I said, that's going to be animal stuff. And then I think... How far away is this wall going to be? I suppose if this wall's far enough back, I could have it... I'm trying to figure out where to put... Because the food, I know what I want to do for food, but I need 2 walls across from each other to really make the food work well. But I could also put the food on the second level. Interesting color pattern. It's mostly... The colors almost don't mean anything. It's just to know the groups. So the first group of colors, those are all wood. So this would be wood, wood planks, wood rods. And then this would be... And again, you can order them whatever you want. But then next, I would probably put redwood. And then redwood rods. And then knotroot and knotroot rods. And then flexwood and flexwood rods. And then frostpine and frostpine rods. Just so that way, on a quick glance, you can be like, oh, well, I know the second to last set is the flexwood. Just by color, kind of like identification. And then same thing with here. Granite slabs. Marble slabs, red rock slabs, obsidian slabs, malachite slabs, and then sandstone way at the end. I just subbed. Why isn't counter coming up? These nuts, because that is my Twitch subs. Excuse me. I forgot that overlay goes to TikTok as well, or to YouTube. So I just need to build basics for now, and then I can reverse engineer it for when I do the tutorial, and I amp it up. Okay. So what we learned is... Oh, Winnie's pushing me in the back. I gotta let her out quick. No. Like one more. I swear that looks better, doesn't it? Hold on, I do gotta go let Winnie out. She's gonna pee downstairs. So I could... Oh, that's what I'll do. Okay. I got the idea. Now I gotta go let Winnie out. I know what to do now. It's also clear. Kinda. I might change the design a little bit, but this is gonna take a lot of just working through to make something that I like and that works well. All right, I'll be right back. Run to the restroom, getting a refill in the water. Everybody go follow on Twitch and YouTube and stuff. Muted. Rip. Classic epic. Okay. So what I'm thinking is, do I have to go 1.5 stories? Because the only reason I like to go 1.5 stories is because you need... No, because for 3 chests, you do need 1.5 stories. But I wanted to utilize the ceiling, but I also want to make the building look good, and I want to utilize the space. So I was thinking about on all 4 sides making it bump out a little bit for workstations and stuff. But then I won't need that space over here on the ceiling. I don't know. Maybe I should build it for 2 chests, because I think most players aren't going to need 3 chests. Dumb question, how are you floating? I'm in sandbox, but you can also do this in regular survival or cozy mode. What about the red rock? I think I got red rock in there. So for stone, it would be granite, marble, red rock, obsidian, malachite, and then sandstone. Should upgrade your Shogun castle? Possibly. I'm trying to make an all-in-one storage base for like anybody. That's the goal. But I'm thinking about whether I want to make it 3 or 2 stories. But or like 1.5, not stories, but 1.5 walls high for the first story. I think we do go with it. Because ultimately, 1.5 high... How much space does that leave you above? Because I don't need to put the stuff on the ceilings, but I guess I can give it as an option. Because that's like the perfect height if you want to do 3 high. And then you can put the stuff on the ceilings. Let's see what this ends up looking like. Let's see what we can do here. Work the magic. This has to be like a full space away. Oh, multiple spaces away, yeah. I think we will do this. Is this your main world? No, this is a sandbox world that I'm doing a, you're actually going to see a tutorial for this build eventually. So we can do the 12. Oh, wait, not the 12. Even if I don't make use of this space, it's still going to look better, I think. In your main world, do you think you hold records for stuff in it as an accomplishments? Maybe. I wouldn't know on what. Why doesn't it? There we go. Beautiful. Okay. I was hoping that would work. It's gonna look good. Yo, thank you, Junked. FPS, thank you for the follow on Twitch. W. So again, for this one, we moved. So this one's going to be fabrics. This one's going to be animal stuff. How do I want to do the rest of it? Can you build one of those flying ships? Which ones? I have tutorials on my TikTok for flying ships. If you go to the top of my page, I have a playlist for building tutorials, and I should have plenty of airships there. So that wall will eventually could be for something else, and then I can put food upstairs or completely like somewhere else. Brooke Great has built her a live achievement. Thank you. I guess I don't need to destroy these now. Make a row for food. I'm going to do something else with food. You'll see what I'm going to do with food. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Gonna do a little old technique I've got in mind. I guess it'd be easier to start from the top and see what kind of spacing we have in the middle. How many is that? Is that like... Wait a minute, how are those off? How did I do that wrong? Oh, is this one... Oh, it's placed 2 spaces forward, rip. That's why. This wall is off by 1 space. Oh well. We will fix that really quick. Is that blocking it? So that means this one's going to be off too because it's too short. I believe by just 2. I'm not worried about the chest right now. I've already got those figured and spaced out. Whoa, what the heck? What in the lag is going on? Whoa. How did I tab out there? Wait a minute, is it still off? No, okay. There's just one more space there. It's not... Can I make the math better? This one won't be able to be centered unless I bump it, like, over a space. It's gonna have a weird spacing up front, I think. I guess I could just try it. See, that makes it one too far there. Interesting. What am I building? A storage base for anybody to use. I guess up here we could just do a bit of a different pattern. Hello? Oh, I must have used an interior for this one. RIP. Keep making mistakes. I guess it's because it's in my recents now. It's got me all goofed. I guess, honestly, this one... We just build one more space over. Like, right? We just go... Boom. And it won't be perfectly centered, like, with the shelving, but, like... It should give us symmetrical spacing for this build that I'm doing right here. Right? So then we go... Oops, that's not... I guess it's going... Oh, no, wrong way. Well, I mean, this isn't even my... This isn't even going to be my storage base. This is, for a tutorial, essentially. This is going to be a two-toe storage base. So I'm trying to make something cool, interesting, useful, but also repeatable. Beautiful. There we go. So we just had to move that corner over a little bit more. And then, sorry, my butt's getting tired from sitting here for too long. I gotta sit on my foot. Red rock is used for, I think, a handful of decorations, not a lot of builds overall, though. So I like that shape overall. And so now that this one's in the right spot, it would be here, here, and then regular wall. So then it would be here, but one space back. And then 1, 2, 1, 2. But whether I do this in expert or sandbox, since I'm doing it for a tutorial, there is no, it would be really tough for me. See how I'm like making all these decisions, having to go back and forth? Do you know how hard and how long of a video that would be to edit if I made this, somehow the tutorial out of this footage, me building it for the first time ever? It would be painstakingly difficult. So I basically build it in a simple enough, rememberable enough way for me to where I can, after I have this all laid out, spaced out, I remember it all in my head, then boom, I do like a 30, 40-minute recording session where I do my voiceover as I'm building it, and I go, okay, next part is this, then we put this here next to this, then we space this out. I could do that all in one breath. Not necessarily literally one breath, but like one go, and I already know where everything needs to go before it goes. Like everything that I'm doing so far, I have this memorized. This is all memorized to a T. I could start over right now and build it exactly how I have it right now. The only thing I don't remember is how many 16s are going back this way. It's probably something like 8 16 walls or something like that. That's the only like number I don't have right off the top of my head. But all the other spacings are pretty like simple, so to speak. So we have that. And then this one was, I think it went 3 and then it split. Oops. Oh, I hate they still haven't fixed that glitch. If you, here, watch this. So if you start floating up and then you start swinging and then you, I'm not holding it. I'm just holding swing. I'm not holding anything on the keyboard. If you have upward momentum and you start swinging, you just keep going. And then same thing like if you're descending. So if I'm going down and I start swinging, it keeps that momentum going the whole entire time you're swinging. So that can happen forever if I'm doing it like this. But it's also annoying because you'll do that for a second. You'll go up. You'll like go up and you'll start swinging. And then you're like, oh no. It's really annoying. Somebody save me. I'm floating away. So yeah, that went out 3 16s, 2, 3, and then it goes. Actually, boom, boom. Less parts. Now I just gotta figure out the layout for underneath. I know we went with like this, and then I think we went big window, back to that. Back to the wall. Then I think we went... Did we go big window? Or did I do a different one? I think I kept the same one. Yeah, big window. In a minute. Shouldn't that fit perfectly? Oh, I know what I did here. I did something. I see what I did. I made these 16s instead of 12s. And then the other side. Okay. We do this right in the middle, and then I think we did the tall, skinny windows. I think we did these ones. All right, so that matches that side. Because I'm going to make a second floor that's going to have food and weapons. It's going to be all-encompassing, similar to my other base, but it's going to be all in one. I almost have the rotating chest figured out. It's so difficult. Oh, yeah. Getting the what are they, the rotating plates to kind of line up and work well is annoying. Stupid. Alright, so I think this is going to end up being the same below here. It should be the same spacing. Oh no, it's shorter? Oh yeah, it's 8 shorter. Okay, and then for the front, I mean, we could always make the doors on all of them, but all right. Right. Hi from Portugal. Yo, what's up? All right. Now, what's easier? Oh, yeah, we're going to have to go over with the roof pieces first. Yeah. Okay. You still selling Bricklink? Yeah, but my store is currently closed, so technically, no. Technically not at the moment, I guess. They fit on the innies, too? I guess we'll find out. See, what's great about a build like this is instead of being step by step, I can be like, okay, now put these on all the corners. Should look like this, and then do like 8 steps in one. So this tutorial won't end up being like extremely long, you know what I mean? It should be a pretty quick and easy to replicate kind of deal.
Teamwork makes the dream work. My follower got the last hit on Thunderlord.
Oh, nice. Don't worry, because we're going to make it into a village that can have villagers, too. I have some ideas for the other stuff. So that's a pretty decent shape for the castle. It's very symmetrical, but it's not a square. You know what I mean? Are you still haven't finished? Nah, it takes time to design stuff and make it look good. Oh, sweet. Oh, wait, is that right? Yeah. Hopefully this might hit build complexity for a lot of people, but hopefully not. It's a lot. It looks like a lot, but it's very large parts. You know? I want to imagine that will make it more doable for most people. This should be where I technically... Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, those corners aren't going to work here. I'm going to have to just... Oh, I'm going to have to redo all those corners. That would have made the spacing overall different everywhere. That's kind of annoying. Let's see, that one's fine. Doesn't end up bumping into it. That's hilarious. Oh, that one does, though. Nope, couldn't get around it. Oops, that's not what we want. Very spacious. Trying to make it look nice, too. There's going to be some more fanciness to come. Got to make living quarters for the villagers at some point, and I think I'm going to do that on the second floor along with the weapons and the food. Just depends on how much room I have up here. I forgot about the pieces sticking out on those. Those darn little things, man. Because this makes the piece count go up for all these. What normally would have been less pieces, now a few more. I mean, this won't even be my base, so it's up to the person who builds it, I guess. That's not on me, sister. Maybe one day I'll give my villagers a place to sleep. Did I build that one out further? Oh, this one is 2 spaces more, I think. Because this one only has... Oh, it's not this whole thing also isn't centered. I just remembered that too. I just like, wait a minute. This whole piece isn't centered, so it's going to look a little off from the other side. But now we got to go back through and fill the other gaps. Oh, rip. I think it was the last corner I have to do like that. Now we go down to 12s and put 12s wherever we can. Also, let's get these ones out of the way. Where do you put Village Square in all your builds? Wherever looks nice, I suppose. That was the wrong one. And technically, all these we can make into doors if we really wanted to. Oh, God. What breakage? What do you mean? How do you get more build options? I'm limited to mostly free stuff. For all the free stuff, it's building and leveling up villages in different biomes. No, that's 6. I need the 8. Oh, the actual last corner. See, that one doesn't collide going that way. Weird. Oh, like if you want to buy more, then yeah, you're basically limited to waiting until they shuffle through the shop. Yeah, what's going on, Blitz? How's it looking so far, chat? Oh, did I build that wrong? Did I need regular? I guess it doesn't matter if there's a space or not. I guess I just needed to make one of these, or make these exterior. Maybe I had it stacked differently in my base that I did. I always remember explaining to do an interior wall in here. I guess that's if you're built on the floor level where it's supposed to be built, which is right here. So I guess in this case I would just use regular walls. Add a floor. I mean, I could, but it ultimately doesn't matter. When I go and do the real build, I'll just use these. Or you don't even technically need to connect it. It's just less pieces. But I would just do an exterior wall instead of an interior wall when I do the actual build, and then that will be perfect. I think I just used an interior wall because on my other base I needed to make everything fit in there the way I already had it. But otherwise, this leaves room. Because the other reason I was thinking about not putting doors here is because that leaves more room in these. Because I could. There's definitely room for stuff on the ceiling. So if you want to do kind of like I do in my base, where there's stuff on the ceiling in the in between the rows, you could do that way. Or additionally, you could have them kind of over here. I guess that you could put some other stuff in here that you wouldn't normally have on the ceiling, maybe like the food stuff, but that would probably just go upstairs. I guess right here you could put like workbenches and stuff, but that would most likely just go by the front entrance, wherever your main entrance would be. That's probably where I would, like, you know, either build that there. There's all, I mean, you could do it any billion ways, but put that over on like that wall and then have this one popping out like this way or something like that, even though that kind of overlaps, but you know what I'm saying. There's all sorts of ways you could set this up. You could even, actually, what would be better is right here. Again, this is all up to the user at this point. There's certain parts where I don't have to build because that's up to the user or the person who's building it. But otherwise, like, I could show like examples and suggest things like, oh, you could put your what's it called? It's on the wall right there. And then, like, boom, you have your window still open. You got a crafting bench. You got your legendary forge there. And then maybe, you know, that's storage. I've left plenty of room in front of these chests. So, like, maybe here, not like, I guess this isn't even necessary. This could just be quick. Because upstairs is where I'm going to have the main weapons area. Why only 5 hearts? Because I'm in sandbox right now, just doing a kind of a test build. Go away. Or here again, like, oh, you know what? You know what? I guess pretty much every crafting bench is able to be put on the ceiling here. Because, like, this would be our front, so this would be wood, so I would end up putting the wood... Yeah, these would go all the way across. Pretty much going this way. Is that gonna bump? No, okay. Or however many the user needs, really. So I think it makes sense to have it in the row. I'm not going to do too many more, but... But boom, so this aisle can be all lumber, and it can basically go... And then this place is overflow if you need extra lumber stuff. But then here would be stone... Although I guess, like, not many of these do you need a ton. I don't generally need that many. Because, to be honest, you could go without the ceiling technique, and we could just make these back into regular walls. And again, I guess I could guess at the end of the video when I make it, I could just go back and be like, well, you could do this instead. Because this is also a really good spot, and it fits like the perfect amount for like this. I guess that one needs to be up further, whatever. Because here you could have lumber mills. And these could be all associated with the lumber aisle. Now, you can't do that with every aisle because you go over to this one. Now, this one would make sense to put stone cutters on the ceiling because stones are right here. And then metal's here. So technically, like back here, we could put the metal smelters back here. Because you don't need that many metal smelters. Like, even for me, like 4 is a lot. I guess we can switch this back to... Like, you really don't need to go that ham on the crafting benches. Or on these. That's not centered, but you get what I mean. And then technically even... Because this could have gem cutters in the middle, but you could like really even work in gem cutters back here, I think. Probably not on that one. I would have to move it, but... Shoot, I could have the gem cutters sticking off the walls here if I wanted to.
I'll go, ham. Well, as I damn, please. Thank you very much.
What? So that window I'd have to spin around the other way. For those nubs just get in the way too much. But again, all just ideas. I mean, we could even go up here with these ones. So many options. So then this could be a row of stone cutters, this could be our wood, and you can even do more on the ceiling if you're really trying to go crazy. But we would also want... Food stuff's going to go upstairs. Wouldn't really
Cap
need a
says, watch your language!
Because this would now have the cloth in it. So this one would need... Could be empty. It'll be empty over there, but then this one would just be looms and spinning wheels. Those all should be... Yeah, you can access them perfect. And then even then, what do we have in this aisle? That's stone. Yeah, we have pretty much a space for all the main doodads, because all the food ones are going to go upstairs. The weapon benches are going to go upstairs. That's going to go upstairs. That's going to go upstairs with food stuff. That can go upstairs with the weapons. So that's really everything we need down here. Cap says, watch your language. And then this could be for expansion. Or just a secondary entrance. Yeah. think we might call it there for the night. Only got 8 more minutes on the stream, and I'm not going to start a whole second level here. I'm subbed. Can you add me? No, I'm sorry. Sub doesn't necessarily mean I add people. I'm digging this. It's base, you know, it's simple, but that's what it's got to be the whole point of this build. Don't worry, houses are coming. That and are these the same height? Why are these different heights? I think that's so stupid. I guess technically these are also free parts and they work much better. Curious. That comes up a bit too high there, but that would look good in some of these spots. But I would have to change the way the wall is here and change the dimensions overall. But I think it would cover up too much. But that's kind of something I'm going to work on up there. But it would be, I think I'm going to use those pieces for sure. These pieces will look great because they're free too. What else is free? I mean, this has some good parts too for the corners, I think. Oh no, never mind. So far, so good though. I just have to figure out where my centers are here. And then space out food. A foundation weighs 62 B. Interesting. How much should Raven's houses weigh today then? Alright, we're getting there. Oh, I'm hungry. Plenty of room for lighting. Now, most people don't have a lot of free ceiling lighting. Can't these go on the ceiling? I know they can if you flip them. But I'm trying to look for free parts. And I know ravens are free, but not all of them, so I don't count those. I guess these are free. The salty sea. Wait, is this part of the salt battlements? I never know, though, with the decorations. I don't know if that's part of the battlements or the free parts. Because these lanterns can be put on the ceiling. I guess there's enough room for wall lights, too, if they wanted to do, like, candles. Oh, yeah, they do fit. Just barely. They could do candles, like, at the top of every other one or something like that. And that would kind of work to light this area. You know what I'm saying? All right, I gotta get out of here. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep working. I gotta get some food in me. All right, everybody, that's it for me tonight. If you're on TikTok, come check me out on Twitch and YouTube. We never know when TikTok is gonna leave us. Also, I know I'm working on that build for a tutorial storage base, but if it's not necessarily, you can make a smaller, if you're looking for something not as crazy, if you don't need some over-the-top storage base like I'm building right now, highly still recommend you check out my YouTube channel. On my YouTube channel, I've got a recently posted video that is a full tutorial on a very simple but very good-looking village that you can build in your world that I cover step by step. So please go check out the new YouTube video. Helps me out a lot. Plus, I just bet it'll help you out a lot too. So I'm out of here, guys. I'm going to call it there, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you guys are new to the streams, I stream every day from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. Great, Tony, no sense. You got it. Let's do it. Also, if you guys enjoy the streams and my content is helpful, please keep me in mind when you're making your item shop purchases. My creator code is EpicBricks, the same exact as my username. So my creator code is my username, EpicBricks. That's Epic with a K, not Epic with a C, remember. And yeah, highly appreciated. Just keep me in mind anytime anytime you grab anything out of the item shop, whether that be a skin, a Lego kit, a battle pass, a crew pass subscription. All that counts, and it's all highly appreciated. But otherwise, I'm out of here, guys. We're going to raid over on Twitch, and then I will see everybody tomorrow. See you later.